What if what you've been waiting for months, even years, is happening to you right now? Not tomorrow, not later, but right now, directly for you. Stay still. Don't look away. Because this message could change the way you see your life, your path, your destiny. What you are about to discover isn't just an idea. It's a profound truth, ready to strike at your heart. So are you ready to see what is meant for you? Imagine a path you've walked for years, perhaps even your entire life, without ever looking up at the sky. Each step felt heavy. Each detour seemed to take you further from what you were seeking. And yet, you continued. You knew solitude, nights when your heart cried out in the darkness, when your prayers seemed to vanish into the silence. You felt the weariness in every fiber of your being, that fatigue that makes you doubt, that makes you ask yourself, am I truly on the right path? Am I worthy of what I seek? And then, one morning, something changes. The air itself seems different, denser, yet strangely light. A subtle energy flows through your body, as if the breath of the unseen were brushing against your soul. You don't hear it. You don't see it. It's neither a voice, nor a wind, nor a familiar scent. It is simply the presence of Allah that makes itself felt. She doesn't need noise to exist, nor proof to manifest. She is there, like a silent guide who has always accompanied your steps, and whom you are only now beginning to perceive. Every trial you have endured so far takes on a new meaning. All those nights of anguish, those broken hearts, those repeated prayers without immediate answer, those moments when you thought the whole world had forgotten you. It wasn't by chance. It was preparation, divine, meticulous preparation for this precise moment. Every pain, every mistake, every detour in your life has been a tool for purification. Your scars, your regrets, your doubts. All of this is now a key that unlocks the door to what you were destined to receive. Look around you, at the simplest details, the people you have met, the words you have heard, the situations that seemed insignificant. Perhaps Allah placed them in your path to prepare you to understand what you could not yet perceive. Every encounter, every loss, every missed opportunity was a sign. And yet, how many of us miss these signs because we are too rushed, too distracted, or too blinded by our own fears? And now you feel that thrill in your chest, that certainty growing slowly but surely. It is not an illusion, it is not luck, it is not a coincidence. It is the promise of Allah. A silent but vibrant promise, striking directly at your heart, reminding you that everything comes to those who are ready to receive it, and that the moment you have always been waiting for has finally arrived. Perhaps you still feel hesitant. Perhaps you think you must do something, make a radical decision, or radically change your life for this transformation to occur. But that is not the case. Sometimes, the greatest form of obedience and wisdom is simply to remain still, not to resist, and to observe. Observe how the pieces of the puzzle begin to fall into place. How the paths you thought were lost slowly converge toward what your soul has long desired. And in this still contemplation, you realize something extraordinary. You have always been guided. Even in your darkest moments, even when you believed the light had vanished, Allah was there, silently orchestrating every detail. What you now perceive as a sudden change is actually the result of invisible and patient work. Work that began long before you could understand. Do you remember those times when your heart was heavy with doubt? When you prayed without seeing an answer? When you questioned your path? All of this was not a punishment. All of this was a purification, a preparation for this moment when the veil will be lifted. when the light will break through the darkness. And now that light reaches you, gently but surely, awakening within you a sense of hope you haven't felt in a long time. So you take a deep breath, and for the first time in a long time, you feel your heart open. You feel that spark in your chest that says, "This is for you, this is now." You feel the energy of guidance, subtle but real, flowing through you and preparing you for what's to come. You understand that every step you've taken, every hesitation, every mistake has been perfectly orchestrated to lead you here. Perhaps you're asking yourself, in this silence that dwells within you, why me? Why now? Why this weight in my chest? This inexplicable emptiness? You're searching for answers, visible signs, tangible confirmations, and yet everything seems to elude you. You've prayed, hoped, even begged in the darkest hours of the night, and you've wondered why everything seems to remain silent, why the clarity you longed for never came. What if I told you that the reason is simpler and deeper than you imagine? It's because you are ready. Yes, ready. Ready to hear what your heart has refused to believe for far too long. Ready to embrace a change your eyes cannot yet discern, but your soul already recognizes. Ready to cross that invisible threshold, that bridge that separates who you were from who you are destined to become. Look within yourself now, honestly. All those moments when you doubted, when you failed, when you believed the light would never return, each one shaped you. Each one worked silently to strengthen your heart, to purify your intentions, to prepare you for this very moment. Every tear shed, every night spent wondering why, every pain felt, it was divine preparation. Your soul was gestating. And what you feel today, that shiver, the tension, the bittersweet weight in your chest, all of it is a sign that change is already at your doorstep. Perhaps you feel lost now. Perhaps confusion still reigns. Your thoughts are circling, and you're wondering if you're on the right path. And that's okay. Divine guidance doesn't always manifest through dazzling signs or immediate answers. Sometimes it manifests in the subtle trembling of your heart, in that persistent feeling that something is being prepared for you, that you are on the threshold of something greater than yourself. Ask yourself, what are you truly seeking? Is it security? Is it certainty? Or is it that profound feeling of connection with the unseen, that silent voice whispering to your soul, be patient, observe, remain attentive? What you are feeling now, this restlessness mixed with hope and fear, is not a coincidence. Nothing in your life happens without a reason. Every trial, every doubt, every moment you believed you were alone was a necessary step for you to recognize what you are about to receive. You may have asked yourself, why me among all the others? But the truth is, every soul receives what it is ready to receive. Guidance, clarity, transformation. They don't knock on the door of those who are not ready. They come to those who have weathered the storms, to those who have felt loneliness, to those who have kept their faith even when the world seemed to turn its back on them. And you are one of them. Even if you don't fully realize it yet, your soul has grown in the shadows, and now the light is beginning to shine through. Remember that what you perceive as obstacles, delays, or absences are actually subtle signs. Signs that you must learn to observe, feel, and interpret with your heart rather than your eyes. What happens in your life isn't always measured by spectacular events. Sometimes, the true miracle is subtle. A breath, an encounter, a thought that arises at the exact moment you need it. Transformation begins in the imperceptible details, in those little things you were about to ignore. And now, feel this. This is not the time to act frantically. This is not the time to seek answers in agitation or haste. This is the time for observation, for patience, for inner listening. Remain attentive to your heart. Stay aware of your emotions, your thoughts, what your soul whispers. What you are about to receive doesn't need to be forced. It arrives precisely when your heart is ready to receive it. Whenever confusion or doubt overwhelms you, remember, it's not a coincidence. Nothing in your life is left to chance. What is coming, what you are about to perceive, is precisely what your soul needs to evolve, to grow, to rise beyond what you thought possible. And sometimes, the greatest gift you can receive is exactly what seems the hardest to accept. Until you understand that every trial was a sign, every struggle a silent guide. So ask yourself this question now, in the silence of your heart. Are you ready to receive what you have been waiting for all your life, even if it comes in a form you never imagined? Are you ready to trust this silent flow of divine guidance that is passing through you right now, to feel every sign, every shiver, every tension as a personal message from Allah? For what is coming does not expect you to be perfect. What is coming simply expects you to be present, attentive, open, and ready to see beyond appearances. Imagine a seed buried deep in the earth. There, in absolute silence, nothing seems to happen to your eyes. Everything appears still, invisible, lifeless. And yet, inside, something extraordinary is taking shape. The seed begins to transform. Its hidden forces awaken slowly, silently, with a power no one can perceive. It is neither fast nor spectacular in the eyes of the world. But inside, every cell is working, every fiber is strengthening, every potential is taking form. It's exactly like you. Perhaps you feel buried under trials, losses, and regrets. Perhaps you feel as though life is ignoring you, that your prayers remain unanswered, that your efforts are invisible. You look around and see only stagnation, routine, and disappointment. And yet, inside you, something is moving, something is growing, something that cannot be stopped. For Allah is shaping your heart and soul in this apparent darkness. Every tear you shed, every fear that paralyzed you, every doubt that gnawed at your mind, all of it nourished this seed. All of it was necessary for your inner transformation to take root. The nights you felt your heart break, when you cried out silently in the darkness, when you thought no one understood, these moments were the roots of your future strength. Without these roots, the light could not bloom. Without this patience, the blossoming could not occur. Feel for a moment the warmth rising in your chest. It is not simply a physical sensation. It is a breath, a subtle whisper from the unseen, telling you, hold on, your time is coming. This warmth is proof that even when everything around you seems frozen, something alive and sacred is preparing to blossom. The strength of your resilience, the depth of your faith, the quiet patience you have cultivated. All of this converges on this precise moment, this point where the seed that you are is about to break through the earth that covers it. Now imagine the roots sinking deep into the soil. Each root is an experience. Each fiber a moment of pain transformed into strength. These roots anchor you firmly, giving you stability and strength for the future. You feel their invisible power supporting you. Even when life's storm shakes your mind, even when doubt gnaws at you, these roots keep you firmly attached to your essence, to your destiny. You are prepared, shaped, strengthened for the moment when you are ready to sprout. And then, slowly, imperceptibly, a push begins. The seed that slept in the darkness begins to turn toward the light. You feel the tension rising within, this pull between the darkness that nourished you and the light that calls to you. You feel that your whole being is ready to cross the invisible threshold between what you were and what you are destined to become. This pull is not painful. It is the promise of an imminent transformation. It is the breath of the invisible, preparing your soul to perceive what has been hidden from you until now. Now feel the energy of the air, the silent vibration of the universe around you. Everything you have experienced until now, every loss, every fear, every endless waiting, has been a preparation for this breath. Like the seed that finally breaks through the earth, you too are about to be born into a new dimension of yourself. This is not simply an external change. It is not an event visible to others. It is a rebirth of your heart, your soul, your perception. You are ready to see the light, to feel the guidance, to receive what has always been meant for you, and deep within you, you feel that subtle shiver, that silent certainty rising gently. You are no longer the same person who was buried under the weight of hardship. Each pain has made you more sensitive to signs. Each moment of solitude has drawn you closer to the unseen. Each instant of despair has prepared your heart to receive the blessing that is coming. You understand that this seed, which you are, is about to sprout and reveal a beauty you could never have imagined. So, in this sacred silence, listen. Listen to the subtle vibration flowing through your heart. Listen to the breath of your soul whispering to you, be patient, hold on. Everything you have endured so far is preparing you for what is to come. You are about to see the fruit of your endurance, the result of your silent faith, the manifestation of your inner transformation. Take a moment to reflect on your life. Imagine it not as a series of chance occurrences or coincidences, but as a vast puzzle, meticulously crafted by the one who knows every fiber of your being. Every event, every encounter, every detour you've taken, even the most painful, has been orchestrated with a precision your human mind cannot yet fully comprehend. You have experienced losses, failures that seem to devour your dreams and hopes. You have faced moments of disappointment where all you could do was look around and wonder why. And perhaps today, you still feel that weight on your chest, that constant questioning about the direction of your life. But what if I told you that each of these moments was not merely part of your story, but rather a sign, a redirection, and a precise message sent directly to your heart? These signs don't always appear dramatically. Sometimes they are subtle, almost imperceptible. A word spoken by someone you met by chance, a situation that seemed insignificant, a fleeting feeling in your mind. And yet, all of these can be a divine sign, a silent guide that your soul is ready to perceive if you open your heart. The losses you consider defeats may be openings, gateways to something greater, something your rational mind is not yet capable of imagining. Now think about this puzzle you are putting together. Some pieces have seemed useless or inappropriate. You may have tried to reject them, ignore them, or even hide them away. But no piece is useless in the plan of the one who sees beyond your limited horizon. Even the darkest, most incomprehensible moments are essential pieces. You are beginning to understand that every difficulty, every obstacle, every detour you have endured had a specific place. And that place was meant to complete the overall picture of your life. And then, imagine that moment when all the pieces of the puzzle begin to fall into place simultaneously. The complete picture, the one that until now seemed impossible to perceive, begins to appear before you. You suddenly realize that what you were waiting for, what you were hoping for, is not the result of chance but the outcome of a perfect and invisible orchestration. Everything you have been through has prepared you for this precise moment. And every pain you have felt was actually an instrument to help you evolve and recognize, divine guidance. You feel this invisible logic running through your existence. It is not a human logic, limited by time and space. It is a divine logic, gentle yet firm, subtle yet relentless, which transforms every experience, every mistake, every loss into a precious lesson and a preparation. And even if you don't yet fully perceive it, everything you are about to receive is already moving toward you. Everything is converging to guide you, protect you, uplift you. Look around you. The experiences that have seemed chaotic, disordered, unfair, they have in reality built an invisible architecture in your life. An architecture that is gradually drawing you closer to your purpose, your essence, to what your soul has always longed for. Every disappointment, every trial, every silence from the world is a piece of this perfect logic. And when you begin to see the connections between these events, you realize that nothing has been lost. Nothing has been in vain. Nothing has been left to chance. And yet, divine logic is not always easy to grasp. It requires humility. It requires patience. It requires trust. Because your human mind craves immediate answers, visible certainties, tangible results. But the wisdom of the unseen operates at a pace that surpasses your understanding, delays, detours, losses. None of this is a sign of neglect or abandonment. This is a sign that your preparation is underway, that every part of your being is strengthening, aligning, and opening itself to what is meant to reach you. And now, feel the anticipation in your heart. You realize that what you are about to receive is not something to seek outside yourself, nor something you can force. It is something that is already on its way, invisible yet certain, silent yet powerful. Everything you have been through, every detour, every fall, every moment of doubt, is converging toward this very moment. Stop everything. Close your eyes for a moment. Breathe deeply. Feel the air entering, leaving, flowing through every fiber of your being. Inhale and let your mind slow down. Exhale and let your thoughts settle. There is nothing to do, nothing to search for, nothing to resolve right now. Nothing can distract you from this sacred moment unfolding here and now. You are exactly where you need to be. Observe your heart. Observe this tension, this restlessness that has filled your days and nights. Observe your fears, your regrets, your unfulfilled desires. And now, let them be. Let them pass like clouds in a clear sky. You don't need to chase them away or hold on to them. They are simply there to remind you that you are alive, that you are awakening. Feel the subtle energy around you. This energy is gentle yet persistent. It has neither form nor name, and yet it touches you. It is the breath of the invisible, the breath of Allah, that brushes against your soul and whispers, "All that you seek is already on its way. All that you await is already directed toward you." Each beat of your heart becomes an echo of this presence. Each breath becomes a silent reminder that nothing happens by chance. Remain still. Remain attentive. Do not flee from this silence. Do not chase after what you cannot see. Do not rush to understand. All that you need to receive, all that your soul awaits, is coming directly to you. You are exactly where you need to be, in this sacred time where the answers are preparing to manifest. Now, turn your attention to your thoughts. Observe them without judgment. Observe the fear, the doubt, the impatience. Then let them go. You do not need to understand their origin, nor to correct them. They are simply signals, markers of your inner journey. And as you observe them, you realize that guidance doesn't depend on your frantic actions, but on your ability to remain present, attentive, to feel the silent truth that surrounds you. Every sensation, every emotion, every shiver you feel is a sign. A sign that the invisible is working for you, that the blessings you have hoped for and awaited are already on their way. They are not yet manifesting, but they exist. They exist in the silence, in the stillness, in this breath you just felt pass through your chest. And you understand that your role is not to hasten them, but to open yourself to their arrival with patience and trust. Repeat mentally with me, in the silence of your mind, I am ready. I am here. I am attentive. Each repetition calms your heart, clarifies your mind, and prepares your soul to perceive what has always been meant for it. The deeper you delve into this awareness, the more the outside world loses its importance, and the more you feel the presence of the one who guides you, subtle yet constant, omnipresent yet invisible. Now feel your senses sharpen. You are able to perceive the subtlest signs, the slightest change in the air, a word overheard, an intuition that arises in your mind, a sensation in your heart. All these are messengers, sent directly to your soul. They are not accidental. They are not insignificant. Each one is a sign that your life is aligning with what was meant for you. Breathe again. Inhale deeply. Feel the energy enter your lungs. Then let it flow down into your heart. Let it fill every corner of your being. Exhale and let go of all tension, all resistance, all fear. You are still but awake. You are silent but attentive. You are calm but alert. And in this state, you begin to feel something that transcends human logic. The quiet certainty that everything is happening exactly as it should. Remain in this silence for a moment longer. Listen to the whisper of your soul. Listen to the breath of the unseen one telling you, hold fast. Observe. Do not move. Do not fear. Everything meant for you is already on its way. Each heartbeat becomes a vibration of guidance. Each breath becomes a thread connecting your soul to the source of all truth and all mercy. And now, feel this energy intensify, slowly but surely, like a wave rising in your chest. You are ready to receive what is coming. You are ready to perceive the signs, to welcome the transformation, to recognize the blessings you have been waiting for all your life. And as you remain still, as you breathe, as you observe, a single thought crosses your mind. Everything is already here, and you are about to see it. And now that you've felt the call, now that you've begun to perceive what's about to manifest, don't let this moment slip away. Stay attentive. Share this video with those who need to receive it. And above all, keep your heart open to what's coming. Subscribe so you don't miss any messages that could transform your life. And leave a comment to share what you're feeling right now, because your experience matters, here and now.